A green solution solves one problem without creating another. Many people live for the weekends without taking control of their lives. They create more problems than they solve. Are you one of these people? Are you tired of depending on your employer to stay employed as you watch food prices go up and salaries go down? Do you wonder how to pay the mortgage and property tax and school tax and electric bill and phone bill and cable bill? Do you cringe every time you hear the words, "fill her up"? Solutions to our complex set of social and economic problems come with a price, and that price is a special blend of patience and compassion. The world around us is rapidly changing, and we need to adapt to these changes to survive. What worked yesterday might not work tomorrow. Ideas are the seeds of change, but they can only take root with the help of a plan. Once a plan is formulated, we need to supply it with nourishment if we want it to grow. We each need to take responsibility for our own lives and stop depending on politicians to lead us to the promised land. We need a sustainable economy that's less dependent on executives focused only on profit. I'll use the Coca-Cola bottling company as an example of how manipulative behavior works to favor corporate greed. But this concept may be applied to many companies. The Coca-Cola Company is just one multi-billion-dollar enterprise that relies on consumer bad habits. Before 1903, Coke actually did contain about 9 milligrams of cocaine per bottle. Before the 20th century, there were no laws that restricted the use of drugs in foods. Coca-Cola was developed as a treatment for toothache pain in 1885, and it soon became a popular drink. Perhaps too popular. By 1903, cocaine was removed by law when the health risk associated with cocaine was finally realized. After 1903, the Coca-Cola Company was forced to rely only on the addicting effects of caffeine and sugar to sell their wonder drink. Still, the magical attraction of the cocoa plant was not dismissed. Milton Hershey understood that the leaves of the cocoa plant were used to make cocaine, but there were no laws about the beans in the cocoa plant. So, Hershey used the cocoa bean to make cocoa butter, a major ingredient in the manufacture of chocolate. The largest chocolate manufacturing plant in the world is located in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Although not as addicting as cocaine, people who enjoy the taste of cocoa butter homogenized with sugar come back for more, in spite of the health risks. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm no saint. I like to bite down on a piece of chocolate from time to time, and I might even wash it down with a bottle of Coke. But I'm not addicted to cocaine or cocoa butter, or am I? Do we actually think about the products we buy, or are we drawn towards them like a magnet? Why do candy bars surround the checkout counters? Next time you're in the supermarket, watch yourself slide a bag of M&Ms into the shopping cart. Is this something you really want or need? Or does the Dark Lord overpower your mind? Advertisers spend millions of dollars on TV commercials and radio ads and lure us into their web. But a fancy web does not guarantee value. This is something we'll have to discover on our own. I could tell you to eat carrots and bananas instead of porterhouse steaks, but bad habits are hard to change into good habits, and the Dark Lords are luring us into their web of no return. Green alternative goals only become tangible possibilities when we have a plan with realistic expectations that are based on our abilities and our passions. You don't have to spend the rest of your life pushing paper from one side of a desk to the other, and you don't have to deep fry potatoes or shovel hamburgers or wash dishes or pack groceries for a living. We're approaching the end of an oil-based economy because we're running out of oil. As the expense of transportation increases, local businesses that rely on natural renewable resources will have an advantage over the mega farms. Information that was only once available to the elite is now available to anyone with internet access. We no longer have to depend on an uncertain future with an uncertain employer. We can hire ourselves and provide valuable services to a localized green economy. A green solution is anything that adds value to the quality of air and water and life. A green solution creates jobs that help people conserve natural resources rather than destroy them. We share our planet with a variety of plants and animals. We need to respect all forms of life rather than exploit them. With modern technology, it's now possible to extract all the nutrients we need from plants. We no longer have to drive cattle into slaughterhouses or cram millions of chickens into overcrowded barns until they become fat enough to eat. There's more than enough food for everyone if we use our resources wisely, and the greatest resource of all is our sun. We need more solar farmers who can harvest power, heat, and food directly from the sun. We need to depend less on the crumbs of corporate greed and more on the cooperation of local economies. Green solutions come from within. We need to depend on the marrow of our bones and the sinews of our soul to become the masters of our habits. I can offer a few ideas to get you started on the green road, but only you can transform these ideas into plans and find green solutions to a troubled planet.